back, everybody. Once again, I just want to thank everyone who's subscribed to the channel, as well as everyone who has subscribed to the Twitch channel. So, for those who don't know, Twitch TV / Sheet Streams is the Twitch channel. I always keep the links in the YouTube description. A lot of you watch these videos on YouTube, and I am happy to put them up there, but I would love to have some more support on the Twitch, because right now that is one of the main sources of income that I have right now. But I don't want to get into that, because I just want to resume this game, because I might be getting addicted. So where we last left off, I believe we got a message from Don Hung, and it looked like we can continue the story from his point of view if we answer that message. And the sooner that I can catch up on content, the sooner we can start just going into a lot of the side content that we've honestly skipped up to this point. Alrighty. Oh, look, Sampo said hi. Regarding your financial management service, I have a line of products to help with that. They're so versatile and robust, they can recoup investment in one cycle. Any interest? Say no more, I'll get it. Whoa there. Hey friend, chill out. You gonna ask me what kind of new scam this is? Are you scared? Scared of you, lady. I won't do it again. Let's pretend I never sent those to you. Please don't report me to the Silvermane Guards, my friend. God, I love Sambo. He's so funny. Don't me, I'm scared. You're not on your way to the guards. Oh, Clara! Clara, little emoticons. Big Sister Can. I received a strange parcel. Uh-oh. What is it? A pair of shoes and a note. It says Clara Protection Society. I don't know what that is. Do you know them, Big Sister? I don't know. Maybe just throw them away. I know them. Oh, it's them. I picked up their flyers before. They're a charity organization in the robot settlement. They're established to repay your kindness, Clara. This is their gift. Oh, there's something written on the back of the paper. It says, Clara, you've been caring for everyone. The robot sentiments are so proud we buy you a pair of shoes for you. The reason being you're always barefoot, so it must be cold for you. Keep it. Yeah, I'm so happy. But I'm not used to wearing shoes. I keep twisting my ankle when I do. I'll just keep it for now. So she doesn't wear shoes because she twists her ankle when she wears shoes? That's so weird. I don't even understand it. But from what I remember, where we left off in the main story was... we got stranded in the... something... Yeah, we're in the Exalting Sanctum Plaza. We just gotta find that. But at the same time, we have Don Hung's story. Which, a little bit of a brief recap. Something happened. What are you doing? I pretend I'll reply to I'm okay. Long story. I'm at Cloudford with a Cloud Knight. I'll join you when I come out. By the way, the express is fine. I came out myself. I'm very interested. Tell me the details. Cloudford. Yeah, let's just do this, team. How hard could it be? I'm going to set a timer for 2 hours just in case we don't get to a good stopping point. There we go. Okay, so we are just these three again. If the shipping passages in the Cloudford have changed even a little, the entire route would be drastically altered. Do you two know the way? I do not. I came this way. I know that like the back of my hand. Just follow me. Alright, Shishong. So silent but deadly. I know when you're, let me know when you're ready and we can set off. What's your deal? Do you hail from the Laofu? Young Master Ohun? I do. I see. It's fine if you prefer not to discuss it further. I do often struggle to judge the boundaries of small talk. I hope I haven't offended you. I'd like to ask something. Please do. How much do you know about the Laofu being sealed off? Almost nothing. I was scheduled to leave the Laofu when I heard there was a disturbance. Miss Shang here is a member of the Cloud Knights. You could try asking her. Who's the Cloud Knight girl? Her name is Shang. She apparently just transferred here from the Yaoqing. Every Shanxiao ship operates individually, but the Cloud Knights are all commanded by the Marshal. Therefore, it is normal for knights to transfer between ships. So there's other planet ships? I guess it's an alliance, that makes sense. I have other questions. Let's talk about you. Me? You don't seem like you're from Jianshu. Where have you come from? Merchants don't belong anywhere. We wander and make our stars the stars our home. But if you're curious, within the alliance, I'm registered at the Shanshu Yuki within the IPC. I'm registered as the Star Unity Mall branch at the North Valley Star. Therefore, Lucha is just the name I use within the Shanshu. Outside of Shanshu, I use something more difficult to pronounce. I'm guessing you want to know that name too? What's in the coffin? I didn't know that was a coffin. Could have been a giant bat. Yeah, that's definitely a coffin. Story of ill luck. I found myself embroiled in conflict that ended up owing a favor. I now must assist in delivering these remains back to Shanshu. It would seem I have a magnet for such misfortune. I thought I would be safe in Laofu, but now... pretty good fighting skills for a merchant. The universe is a dangerous place. The IPC and the Alliance only provide for our safety during interstellar travel. On-site security is dependent on our own capabilities. As such, I improve my swordplay and healing skills. You are also a wanderer, young Master Danhung. Surely you understand. Never mind, excuse me. Of course. Silent but deadly. Are you sure the nickname isn't annoying you? I don't mind. It's good to have a sense of humor. I'd like to ask you something. Go ahead, I'll tell you everything I know. How much do you know about the Laofu being sealed off? I heard they found an Antimatter Legion bomb. Out of safety, they locked down the entire ship. They're only going to reopen it after they remove the bomb. I don't know if that's true, though. That is a funny way to refer to a Stellaron, as a bomb. Anyway, the higher-ups didn't say anything. They just got me to evacuate civilians at Cloudford. Had you met this Locha before? Nope, I met him when I met you. But now that you mention it, maybe I did see him somewhere? Seems a bit familiar. Where would that have been? Other questions? Let's talk about you. Me, that's not much to talk about. When did you join the Cloud Knights? Not that long ago. I've been receiving strict Cloud Knight military training since I was a child. My parents are both famous in the Yaoqing. I wouldn't be here otherwise. They've been training ever since I was born. Don't look down on me just because I'm a new recruit. You're from the Yaoqing? Yep, have you ever been there before? I think the Yaoqing and the Laofu have different characteristics. I might be a Laofu Cloud Knight now, but I still think the Yaoqing is better. For example, when it comes to leadership, I don't think that General Jing Yuan is as reliable as our Madam General back on the Yaoqing. Who's that? Actually, forget that last sentence. Just pretend I never said it. Let's go. Okay, that's blocked off. Oh, no sound effects. The Pallbearing merchant and sword-wielding recruit. Silent Fidelity shut. If you've seen it, I don't think it's just because you know move to you take charge off by yourself. Oh. I don't know why I always have audio problems with this game.
A Cloud Knight stricken with Mara. How could the mutations get this bad? Is the Stellaron exerting an effect?
Interesting. Well, he's following the footsteps that we took.
Passage. Why can't I see it?
Because it's blocked off with crates.
Somebody used the cloud forward control panel to block the road with containers.
Who did this? I'm terrible with machines and stuff. Hold on. How do you know?
I'm a traveling merchant. I've been here many times. Now, for a Cloud Knight to be unfamiliar with the local topography.
She's from a different ship.
I told you. I was only just transferred here from the Yaoqing. I don't come here very often.
Well, back the way we came.
Control panel? Where is the control panel?
Over there?
Is that the one?
Let me see. Whoa, Lucha, you've got sharp eyes.
Alright. Good thing they called that out to me. I would have walked right past without even noticing. Why is this guy just staring at a control panel? I was talking with a friend of mine today about the event that's going on with what's her name? Hoo Hoo? I don't know how to pronounce her name. It looks very hilarious, and I wish I could participate in that right now, but for the time being, we're just going to keep plugging along on the main story. And honestly, I don't even remember what the requirements are to even start it to begin with. But I'd rather go through the story at my own pace and then enjoy any events after I've caught up with the story.
That enemy certainly isn't friendly.
I'm personally not a big fan of the way that Koyo tends to do their events for time-limited events. I hear people talking about how hunt characters might be the worst in this game, and that destruction just does their job but better. I'm not really sure where I stand on that, but out of the hunt characters that I have, I've only used like 2 of them. And between the 2 of them, I honestly like Dan Heng better than I like the 5-star and Qiang Qing. I'm kind of excited for 1.6 because I guess I'll be here for the 2.0 update. So that's actually kind of neat to be, considering I joined Genshin in and around when 3.1 came out.
Step aside.
So I've played Genshin only for about a year, but I've only played this game since about September.
The time is now.
I should actually go back and see when the first episode I uploaded of this was.
Lance ablaze!
Die already.
Flaming lance! Forward!
I honestly can't believe that he's still up. Alrighty, I'm really curious to see where this story goes with Dan Heng.
Past victories don't guarantee future ones.
Because we don't know anything about the 3 protagonists at this point in the story. What the hell is this thing? Turn the compass to line the inner outer rings. The celestial axis the same direction. Bright astral marks. Astral mark will signify a 60-degree turn. All types of rotations exist. Okay. I see now. That's not too difficult.
thank goodness. There's one star skiff left.
That looks way different from the star skiff that the rest of the team took out of here.
What? Where? Where does it go?
Judging by where it's docked, it must be heading for Central Starskiff Haven. Nice. We'll be safe there. Come on, let's climb aboard.
So what is it with merchants in this game and them being super shady?
Let's hurry.
I'd like to ask something.
Please.
Are you familiar with the operational mechanisms of Cloudford?
Not really. I've just seen them before. That's all.
Do you not want to go to Starskiff Haven?
Oh. What makes you ask that, young master? I'm happy as long as I get to leave this place.
Other questions? Talking about you? I'm not a very interesting person. What are your plans from here?
At this stage, I'm just taking it one step at a time. Thankfully, as a registered merchant on the Xinzhou, I get a discount on all my expenses. In that regard, it makes sense for me to stay a little longer. Miss Sushang said she could show me around if I find myself unable to leave.
So where are you
I
going?
had some more trading to do on the other Xinzhou ships, but my main appointment was with Miss Ting Yun of the Whistling Flames Merchant Guild. We had a business deal to discuss, but I fear it will no longer go ahead.
Weird. Ting Yun just arrived here and you're just leaving. It's so weird.
Most of the deals won't be particularly profitable. The IPC takes the majority. There's only one that might be worth the journey. A direct trade with the Feng Hu.
The who? Oh, the Feng Hu. Ah, that's right.
Of course.
Let's hurry and get on the star skiff.
I'd like to ask you something.
Something.
Is it okay to change our route?
I don't know. I think we should be okay. Let's get out of here first and talk about it when we're in the clear.
What'll happen at Starskiff Haven?
There should be a dedicated evacuation team waiting for us. You can go with them. Not the best time.
That is a good point. Thank you for guiding us all the way here.
No need to thank me. Just a Cloud Knight doing her job.
What are your plans after this?
That depends on the higher-ups. If there's still civilians to evacuate, then I'll need to come back. Okay.
Alright. This is a really short challenge. Granted, it should have been, because that was basically meant to be what Don Hung told us in a text message. Was everything that happened there. Kinda strange. Oh, that reminds me. Probably should do all these collection things while we can. Because I need materials, and I need a lot of them. And we only recently hit a limit of 4. Alright. I recently started to hit a problem where I'm actually running low on money. I've finally hit the point in the game where I'm leveling up faster than I can keep up with the resources that I need. So, kind of makes sense just to keep doing side quests at this point. Which means now we can go back to our main quest. Alrighty. I didn't think that Down Hung mission would be so short. I guess he's about to catch up with us in real time. He's at Starskiff Haven, though. We're at the Exalting Sanctum.
Now?
Do you know how to fix a star skiff?
So who are we supposed to be meeting here, anyway? Greetings, Master Divine. Asked for me to wait for you. It's about time. Can't go, but I'm busy right now. Go there. Okay.
What does that mean? It's just a picture. Are we supposed to meet someone there?
Probably, March.
It's like one of those messages a kidnapper sends in a horror movie.
Are you still on that?
That's enough of that. Come on, let's go.
Thank you, Well. That's this place, like right over here, right? Oh, there she is!
Hurry up, Chingcha. We'll be fossils by the time you're finished.
I heard there was a disaster in the Divination Commission's delve. I'm surprised you're in the mood to play right now, Qingque.
Even if the sky was gonna collapse on the Divination Commission, the Master Diviner would be there to hold it up. What she lacks in height, she more than makes up for in stamina.
You're not too tall either, Chingchu.
Anyway, I didn't come here just to play. She ordered me to wait here for our guests. Time is precious. I'm simply multitasking. It's the place in the photo, all right. Is this a games parlor? What kind of problem can they possibly be facing? Isn't this hand a problem? I have the worst luck. Oh, hi there! I can tell just by looking at you that you're the Divination Commission's guests.
Did you bring us here just for this? Do you even know how long we've been waiting? You don't want the Master Diviner to know what you've been slacking off, do you? Come on! Cut her some slack! That's the least neutral answer, I guess.
I know, I'm sorry. I was going to wait for you by the statue, but... Ah! Triplet! But folks from the Realm Keeping Commission descended on the area. It's too loud over there now. Pass! Pass! So I thought to myself, wouldn't it be better to meet somewhere quieter? Four of a kind!
March looks pissed!
And wouldn't that be more fun, too? Better to show you the real Exalting Sanctum and introduce you to a true Siamjo pastime, Celestial Jade! Ha-ha!
Oh!
Victory! Now that my wish has been fulfilled, there's nothing holding us back. Follow me, honored guests.
She won that game rather quickly. There's a reason that you are the character we main.
I apologize for your long wait, honored guests.
It wasn't too long. Seeing your enthusiasm for this Celestial Jade game has stoked my curiosity.
I'm glad to hear it. You clearly have excellent taste. If you're interested, I can show you how to play. It's great fun.
Sure.
Damn.
Mr. Yang, is this really the best time?
God, I love Welt. He's so great. We're probably spending, whenever we get around to doing, my 300 fucking standard pulls,
That,
stellar orbs, whatever it is. We're definitely gonna pick Welt. For sure.
It's an ancient tree. We call it the Ambrosial Arbor. It was once the Xianzhou Lafu's prized treasure.
I didn't know the Skyfaring Commission were history buffs. Not bad. Younger generations usually don't know much about it. It's said that the Ambrosial Arbor is an ancient remnant from when the Xianzhou roamed the ether.
The what now?
From a distance, it looks like half a tree stump. But according to records of the early nation, in its prime, it wound into the heavens, and from it celestial bodies hung.
It's a hanging tree?
Meaning?
It means the tree was as tall as the sky and stars hung from its branches.
Oh, celestial bodies hung. When I hear bodies hung and tree in the same sentence, that gives me a vastly different image than what you were selling me.
So, how big was it? Bigger than the Express? Bigger than Herta Space Station? No, that can't be right.
We are on a ship-sized planet. I mean, a planet-sized ship.
Stars hung from its branches. Then, how did it fit in the Cienjo? Those are metaphors. You shouldn't take poetry so literally. Anyway, it's just a legend. I see this view every day on my way to work. I'm kind of bored of it. Let's go.
Hey, look, another Dan. Dan Shu. Where are we going? This way?
I don't believe
Need
in
your
ghosts.
extractor cleaned or your star skiff service?
We're almost there, everyone. Stay close.
Alrighty, to the Divination Commission. I'm glad we got to meet Shu. I've been looking forward to
Just
meeting
a
this
heads
character.
up, please don't go running off once we're inside. You may be the Master Diviner's guests, but she hates people who don't abide by rules and regulations. Oh, and people who ask too many questions, not to mention... Please, don't push her buttons.
We're just here for the questioning. We'll leave as soon as it's over.
Alright. This seems straightforward.
So strange.
Are we locked out?
Oh, let me guess, the gate isn't working? I don't understand. It's never been locked before. And no one told me to take a key. Hey, I know the food here sucks, but that's no reason to shut the gate on our guests. Are you really from the Divination Commission?
Is it possible you were fired? Come on, Stell. I don't want to be mean, but it's funny.
No way. She's already demoted me to managing the repository. What else does she want from me? There's no need to panic, okay? This isn't the only entrance into the Divination Commission. I know an emergency access.
This reminds me of the story about when Blizzard was laying off people, and they would stop everybody at the front door.
Here
And
it is.
then they would tell people to go through.
Is this where you come to avoid doing work? You're pretty sharp. Divination Commission staff call this the loafing gate.
The loafing gate.
When there's nothing to do, we often sneak out from here and spend a few hours lazing around outside. A few hours? Do you have any vacancies?
That's the spirit, March. Anywho, when Blizzard was doing a bunch of layouts, the way the story goes, at least, was they had, what's it called? They had stopped everybody at the entrance, at which point they made everybody walk through one door if they got fired, or the other door if they were then taken to their desk. Which means it'd be funny because apparently, to some people in the story, according to some people, there is a back entrance that a lot of people use. So those people just, went into work as normal, came in through the back door, missed the whole layoff thing, and then had to have someone sent to their desk to get them, tell them they were fired. Just kind of funny in its own way, but depressing for other reasons.
Ugh, Stellaron corrosion. What's going on? Great. This gate won't open either. We've kept the Master Diviner waiting. No doubt she'll blame unreliable Chinchilla for messing up once again. I knew I'd offended that Diviner. That's why she sent this girl to help us.
Miss Qingqi, if you don't mind, may I take a look?
Huh? Oh, no need. Actually, I was just being polite. I don't see why not. Let me show you. This thing is pretty fun.
The door lock? Jade Abacus substrate. Okay, move the computing modules. This is a computing module that can be moved. Select the axes from the computing modules around it. Move all the compelling modules to corresponding bases to make the substrate function normally. Okay. I don't... Is it just like that? Move the computing modules to positions indicated on the panel. Okay. Oh, I see now. The 5 goes on the 5. Okay, that makes much more sense. So we do this here. Like that. There we go.
Wow, you're amazing, Mr. Yang. You handled that well for an outsider. I officially hand over the title of Keeper of the Loafing Gate to you.
I find it very funny that Mr. Yang gets along so well with these.
Anyone here surprised? Anyone?
Nope.
Here comes trouble.
Can't we run around to them for a change?
I forgot to switch my team back. Well, this is gonna be awkward.
It's gonna hurt. Do you know who I am? Ever see a diamond?
Let's just see.
Oh,
Well, this is gonna be
yes.
annoying. I wonder what team I should be bringing. Maybe I should bring Yugong out, just because the imaginary damage is going to be very useful.
Revealed in an instant.
I kind of like having a team that matches the story team that we have.
This sanctuary is but a vision.
So, physical damage is pretty nice to have.
Time to go on the offensive. To the finish.
I want to use physical MC, but I don't have any good preservation units, so it's kind of just, I feel like lumped into using Fire MC. Seeding core. What do? Okay.
What are you looking at? To travel far away.
Let's
For a
just...
tough case like yours,
Can this
we're gonna
cleanse it?
try 'em all.
Get him with the big pill!
Nice teamwork.
Okay, that does cleanse it.
I'm on guard. Indestructible.
And we just gotta poke him down. Don Hung will do better now that there's only 2 people here. Oh, these guys are a lot squishier. I should have been focusing them down first.
This is gonna hurt. Ha! Target specimen sighted. Preparing for time for something savory.
Nice teamwork.
Increased aggro my ass sometimes. Herta's an aggro magnet. I feel like whenever I'm playing on my own, Herta gets targeted way more than she should.
Fracture.
Commencing research.
Let's just put a
Lance
shield
of
on everybody.
Blaze. Flaming lance. Forward. Not a scratch.
I should probably switch back to my primary team so that fights just go by faster. And they explode, because of course they explode.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Yeah, my main team. That are definitely not on level to be doing stuff. Which way are we going? I guess we're going this way.
This is the Matrix of Prescience, a large-scale Jade Abacus calculation terminal.
A what
It's
now?
the pride and joy of the Divination Commission.
It's a giant abacus?
We've heard the term Jade Abacus a few times now. Would you mind explaining what it is, Miss Qingque?
Qingque?
A Jade Abacus is just... a Jade Abacus.
So it's an abacus made out of jade.
That's a good question, Mr. Yang. It might take me a minute to give you an answer. Let me think. The book, Glimpses into the Beyond, describes it as living jade engraved with symbols for divination into the unknown. Just like engraving a seal, the craftsmen of the Xianzhou Artisanship Commission carve faint symbols into pieces of jade and then insert them into machines to get them to operate according to a certain intention.
It looks like a giant scroll rack.
Some jade abacuses are small enough to fit inside bracelets and jewelry. We put the bigger ones into instruments of calculation, so we can simulate the future and learn from the past.
Okay.
Take the Matrix of Prescience here as an example. As long as sufficient information is provided, it can answer questions on anything, from the evolution of natural phenomena to the metabolism of living things.
That sounds like too much knowledge.
They say the theory behind the symbols was handed down by Noose, the Wisdom Walker. The principles are so profound that in the Divination Commission, only the Master Diviner truly understands them.
Okay. So they're computers?
Seems like it, but Jade Abacus does sound a lot better. Besides, ordinary computers don't have cool backstories. Technology handed down from Noose. Huh.
Noose, that name sounds familiar.
Even in Madame Herta's space station, I never saw anything related to Noose. Anyway, don't dwell on names. As long as the machine works, what does it matter whether it's a Jade Abacus or a computer? Just like today. Would it have mattered if Baichue had brought you here instead of Qingque? It makes no difference at all. We're almost at the Matrix of Prescience core. The Master Diviner should be waiting.
I keep sliding off my chair. I'm gonna readjust. There we go. It's one of the drawbacks of wearing pajama pants. They're nice, and fleece is nice and all, but it doesn't exactly have good friction. Look at how short she is.
Diviner Fu, how are things progressing?
We're fluctuating between the heaven and thunder trigrams. A step forward bridges no distance hence.
And for those who don't speak Fushen?
It's an utter disaster. How's that for a Divination Commission fortune? The Matrix of Prescience has stopped operating, and the symbols have dimmed.
That's not good.
There are Stellaron spirits wreaking havoc inside the Commission, and the Cloud Knights are struggling to protect civilians. I want to restore the Matrix of Prescience, but I have no forces available. And on top of all of that, General, we still have to deal with the Stellaron hunter you handed to us. If that's not an utter disaster, then I don't know what is.
Yeah, who knows?
But you're Fushen, the seer. The boundless omniscient.
Bringing luck and avoiding misfortune is your strong suit, isn't it?
You don't need to flatter me, General. It's natural for fortune to fluctuate. There's no escaping it.
If you say so.
The Divination Commission simply does its best to uncover the good and the bad and then make the right decisions. We have no magical means to turn the tide.
And that is precisely why we need you in charge. When it comes to handling clairvoyant Stellaron hunters, who better than Fu Shen the Seer?
True.
As for reinforcements, you didn't think I'd be unprepared, did you?
That makes sense. Better have someone who could divine the future deal with people that are clairvoyant.
Look, help has just arrived.
Master Diviner, I've brought you the guests. Though, it wasn't your order I received. So, General, even guests are on the payroll these days?
Well, since they're here already, I may as well make use of them.
I like Jing Yuan. He's great.
Entering the Matrix of Prescience without my permission is a breach of protocol. Would be an ungracious thing to say in the present circumstances. I admit I'm pleasantly surprised to see you here. Jinchue is often unreliable, but she comes through for us when the need arises.
Glad to have us as your errand runners, aren't you?
It's nice to have people I can entrust with difficult matters. I'm not like the General, and you don't even belong to my commission. I certainly won't be bossing you around.
No need for the formalities. We heard what the General said. If you need something from us, just say the word.
Very well, then I'll keep this brief. The Divination Commission is currently understaffed. I need your help to restart the Matrix of Prescience's space terminals. And eliminate the Stellaron spirits along the way.
Cool.
Yes, but you needn't worry. You have my permission. Jinchue will accompany you. She'll be in charge of restarting the terminal. As for eliminating the spirits... Psst.
I hath divined our
God.
future.
Don't piss
We're
her off,
destined
March.
to be errand runners. Forever.
Just say the magic word.
What? Which magic word?
Oh my god, she doesn't know what please?
The universal one? Please?
Oh. Please.
She seems like she has a fucking silver spoon up her ass, but she seems actually honest and earnest on the inside.
Good enough.
There's a lot of bullshit to weed through with this character, but I like her. She's okay.
Is this what I get? No reward and a bunch of extra work? The Master Diviner wants me to restart the Matrix of Prescience's base terminals. And bring you along for the ride.
Your time to shine. I sense a promotion and a raise.
I worked so hard on getting transferred to the repository. It's the best place to slack off and be invisible.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Now I actually have career prospects. This is terrible.
I can relate. I worked at Safeway for 8 months. I was offered two promotions and 1 transfer, and I turned them all down because I didn't want Safeway to become my career. I didn't want to get stuck or comfortable working there.
If I screw it up, they might fire me. But if I get it done right, they'll send me more work.
The pain.
I'm gonna ask more questions next time. I could be playing Celestial Jade right now. I'm gonna ask more questions next. Jinchue, restarting the base terminals will be your responsibility. Oh, and forget everything you saw and heard just now.
Boy, does she have an ego problem.
It's been a while, my astro guest. Thanks to you, the Lawfu has successfully brought Kafka to justice. I am truly grateful.
There hadn't been a single Stellaron hunter arrest since the Interastral Peace Corporation issued their bounty. This is a victory for the Xianzhou.
Are you implying that there was an arrest before that? So are you guys in the IPC in direct competition? Let's split the Ishvani 50-50.
How can we compete when our paths diverge? The Alliance has taken an oath to hunt down undying abominations, while the IPC is dedicated to their preservation. The Alliance and the Corporation occasionally work together, but ultimately, our ways are different.
Hunt and preservation.
Still, it's a pleasure for me to be able to say that the Xianzhou has captured a criminal wanted by the IPC. Still, at present, Kafka has no intention of speaking, and the Stellaron hunter's motives remain unknown. We must rely on the power of the Divination Commission to unearth the truth.
All right.
Unearth the truth? You mean interrogate Kafka with the Matrix of Prescience?
Precisely. The Matrix of Prescience is the Divination Commission's ultimate weapon. It was originally used to calculate navigation routes and predict future events.
Can you just have a computer that powerful lying around not being used?
But the secrets of the Stellaron hunters cannot remain hidden any longer. I have no choice but to move beyond conventional protocol. We must use divination to ascertain Kafka's intent. Everything hinges on restoring the Matrix of Prescience, which is why I would like you to help Diviner Fu complete the setup. I am eternally grateful for your assistance.
That is a phone call from my mom. I might answer it, but I would rather not right now. I do enjoy talking with her, but I'll talk to her after dinner later. Okay, meantime, where are we going? Oh, he's gone. Okay, so we're going over here. Shifting screen. Shifting screen is a short distance teleportation device with an artisanship commission that allows characters to teleport between the spatial coordinates. Some shifting screens can be rotated aligned with other shifting screens, allowing characters... Okay, cool. Whew. Restart the temporal terminal.
Let me see. This is the temporal terminal. Observes the potential of the temporal plane. They say this terminal is designed to retrieve information related to time.
From where? Retrieve information from where? Okay, now what am I doing? Mature Magnus, large-scale Jade Abacus calculation, predict future events. Activate the base terminal layout on the ground that match the pattern. Okay. So we want to move this here, I think. And then we want to move this one here. Does that work? Good, I'm a genius.
That should do it.
Ah, it's my family calling about Christmas plans, because of course it is. I actually think I'll be free. No, wait, is Christmas next week on Monday? I don't know. I don't know if I'll be free.
What? You just matched up those symbols. Is that it?
The more complex something is, the more important it is to keep it simple. Don't you think?
I agree wholeheartedly.
If it's so simple, why didn't your master diviner come and do it herself?
Maybe deep down she just wants to be lazy once in a while. Like me.
You know what's funny is she's gunning for Jing Yuan's position. And if they keep working at this rate, you might end up in her position by the end. How funny would that be? So now where are we going? Over there. I almost decided to see if I could just jump off it. I forgot I'm not playing Genshin, so I can't glide. And now we're done. Okay, I'm dumb. I'm an idiot. I'm gonna cut a lot of that out in post. Okay.
This must be the Karma Terminal. They say this terminal is designed to establish the causal relationships between objects.
Makes sense. So we want to make a fish. Which means this goes here. And then this goes here. Easy peasy. A little bit more complex than a triangle, but not impossible.
Done. Next.
Spatial terminal. Oh, looks like there's a boss enemy over there. There we go. Tough enemy up ahead. I think.
What the heck is this? It looks like a walking gate.
Take it easy. There's nothing supernatural on the Cianjo. It's an aromaton. It's guarding
what?
the matrix of prescience. They're stationed at various strategic places.
I feel like it needs a sign saying mortals forbidden or something. Are you sure it won't fly into a rage if we walk past it?
We're here by order of the Master Diviner to restart the matrix of prescience. Friends, not foes.
Passage prohibited.
Malfunctioning. Hooray!
March, you should join the Divination Commission. Quick, do something! When the odds are against you, stay calm.
Cut your losses.
Oh! That's a set!
Oh, that didn't do much at all.
More enemies. Time for a buzz.
To the finish.
Sanction rate. What is it doing? Unremovable. The current sanction rate is 66%. Cool. What does that mean? Deals damage to single target. Farewell etiquette. The sanction rate level increases when your team uses skills or ultimate. When sanction rate reaches level cap, the sanction mode summons Entranced and Gentium Aluminum Dragonfish. Dread. Increase the sanction level rate. Restraint. So the more that rate goes up, the worse things get. Cool.
You're in bad shape. Stay calm. Luck of the draw. Please, 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 please.
So it's going to summon ads as the sanction rate goes up.
Like victory!
And mode activates. There we go.
Better
Fish.
late than never.
And the fish suicide bomb, if I remember correctly.
Nap time.
Now we can do that.
Lance ablaze! Flaming lance! Forward!
I think I should put Yukong on the team. It's the only imaginary damage I have until they give us that free 5-star for the imaginary, or until we get a welt.
Fights are like gambling. You have to choose when to strike. Oh,
Sanction mode terminated.
that's a set. Time for a buzz.
Quantum. Yeah. There we go.
Lance at the ready.
Naughty children, don't let. All better now?
Nice teamwork.
66%. That goes up so fast.
This combat needs optimizing. At this speed, too slow.
Now we just gotta keep drawing tiles.
Just like that. Just in time.
This
Just a
opportunity
little
to top off, actually.
Think nothing of it.
This thing should be a very easy enemy.
Savor the vigor of it. Better late than never.
Alrighty.
Wait for the time for the payout.
And we're done.
We're on a roll. Let me guess. Time, karma. I bet the next terminal is energy related. Darn, the spatial terminal. They say this terminal is designed to retrieve information related to space. You probably could have guessed that.
Probably. She did not. Oh, hourglass. Neat. Which means this one goes here. And then this one goes here. So why is an hourglass not the time one, but it's the space one? And it might not be an hourglass. Could be a bow tie.
Did it. All 3 terminals activated. Let's go back to the core and report to the Master Diviner.
Alright.
Well done, all of you. I can sense the matrix of prescient symbols re-illuminating. Now, to interrogate Kafka. Those of you in the core may feel a few impacts.
Excuse me?
Are you ready?
Sure.
Is this really necessary? I said I'd cooperate with you.
Oh, she doesn't have the coat on. Is that a deck box on her arm, or is it like a pouch for like ammo clips?
I have no interest in the words of wanted criminals, especially those skilled in the art of manipulation. So, say what you will. I'm here to witness the divination of the Matrix of Prescience. The Divination Commission has ways of extracting the truth, and they're far more effective than a conversation.
Then please, Master Diviner, witness my destiny.
Oh god. We're gonna fucking... Here goes the interrogation. Ooh, cutscene. I have a bad feeling about this. Wait, were her eyes always that color?
And that's why you're here? All for that?
Well, not what you were expecting.
Cool. Can you care to share with the rest of the class?
I can't believe it. But the Matrix of Prescience cannot be wrong.
She's here to prove Blade's innocence. What did you see? What did you do? Has Kafka pulled one over on us again?
Kafka has nothing to do with Estellaron, but you. It's you.
Uh-oh.
Absurd. I'd never have thought it.
I mean, the Stellarons do link to them. Makes sense. I sense more Fushuan riddles on the horizon. What just happened?
Ask her yourself. Take as long as you wish. I must report this to the General immediately. Please excuse me.
You go ask her.
Sure. Whoa, no. You said you do all the talking. We can't leave the idiots to fucking run the henhouse.
I know you still have many questions for Kafka yourself.
Great. I have a bad feeling about that. Prophets do not prophesize.
You go. I don't want to talk to that woman. Be careful, though. Don't get fooled by her again.
What do you mean again? Oh, got it. Fool me twice, shame on me.
Fool you what now? Stop it. I'm getting Fu Xuan vibes.
Come on, it's a common phrase, Marge.
If there are questions you want Kafka to answer, now's the time.
Oh, look, she's floating. There's so many things I want to ask. Is there anything you want to know?
There are many things I want to know, but they can wait.
Damn, ever the gentleman, well.
Hi.
Thank you.
You haven't changed a bit.
When's the last time we met? I don't know, like earlier when we got you captured? And before that? I don't know. Maybe there's an event I missed. Who knows?
I'm sorry you have to see me in such a sorry state.
Don't act like we're friends. You're right, you're hurt. You don't look like you're in a sorry state to me.
Concerned about me? I'm fine. The Cienjo is always courteous with its captives. I didn't talk to you on the train because I knew you and I would get to talk alone here. Worth waiting for, don't you think? You seem to have a lot to ask me.
Damn people seeing the future nonsense. What did Fu Xuan see?
Elio said he foresaw 3 questions, but they would be the same in essence. If I were to hear one of them, I would then tell you the objective of this trip in all its detail. Since you asked one of the 3 questions, it means everything is going smoothly.
Is she able to just, like, see what's on my screen? Or is Elio? Elio is just the name of one of the devs, isn't it?
Cienjo's Stellaron problem is not directly linked to us. But if you look at it from Elio's perspective, you can't say the Stellaron hunters are completely innocent. We foresaw all this long ago, but chose to remain indifferent until the time was right for us to get involved.
That's dumb.
Diviner Fu was surprised because she discovered 3 truths. 1. The Stellaron hunters are not enemies of the Cienjo. You know this now, though you refuse to believe it. 2. Someone else brought the Stellaron into the Cienjo and activated it. A result of both internal unrest and external aggression. Traitors on the Luofu and enemies from outside want to overthrow the Cienjo. The Master Diviner is in a hurry to find the General, presumably to inform him of this fact.
I mean, I would if I were in her position too.
However, that's all the Master Diviner knows, because Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. He foresaw the Divination Commission using the Matrix of Prescience against me. To guard against setbacks, he ensured that I knew only what he wanted the Cienjo Alliance to know in this moment.
Guys just playing fucking 5D chess behind the scenes.
As for number 3, even in their wildest dreams, the Cienjo Alliance could never have guessed it. If the Stellaron hunters aren't the cause of all this, then why are Blady and I even here?
And also, Silverwolf is probably here too, because someone hacked into the Jade Gate.
We're here for you.
For us?
Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? It's no wonder Fu Shen doesn't believe it either.
You told us to come here, though.
The Matrix of Prescience doesn't lie. The answer is just that bizarre. The Stellaron hunters appearing here, Blady getting arrested, me being lured to the Matrix of Prescience. It was all to bring you, the Astral Express crew, to the Cienjo.
But why? I mean, I guess there's a Stellaron here, but eh.
In the future that Elio chose, the power of the hunt is indispensable. And that's why the Astral Express crew had to come to the Luofu and achieve something important for the Cienjo. You had to establish a connection with the Alliance. And that's why I had to trick you into coming here. I needed you to meet the Luofu's general in person, and to help him resolve the Stellaron crisis. I needed the Alliance to owe you a favor. That way, in the future, at the most critical moment, the Cienjo will offer you their help.
Cool, but why?
What do you think? Surprised? The notorious Stellaron hunters did all that just to make you a hero of the Cienjo? Quite the plot twist, don't you think?
I mean, I would like to say I saw it coming, but it's not that far out of left field. When you start dealing with people that are like playing 5D chess and manipulating every single event to domino into another, every decision you make doesn't surprise me, because it just means that it's literally the idea and logic that every single thing you do is just benefiting yourself, but maybe in the far future. You know, the opposite of how capitalism seems to work here in the United States, where we focus on the short term and nobody gives a fuck about the long term. What is this future you're talking about?
Like I said, Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. The future holds endless possibilities. Knowing
Why did we
the
cut
right
to an
thing
image?
at the wrong time could spoil all our hard work.
That might be a fun thumbnail right there. Let's just clip that for later. Put that in auto in the meantime.
There is only one thing I can tell you about the future. In the best and the worst cases, you will eventually have to face Nanook the Destruction.
Fuck.
And when that time comes, you will need all the help you can get.
That sounds...
It will be
terrifying.
A brutal struggle of Ionic proportions. Proportions that neither you, nor I, nor the Astral Express will ever be able to reach. In the vast majority of futures, that's when destiny ends. But if we follow Elio's plan, there may be a glimmer of hope on the horizon.
All right.
You know, even eons can be killed.
Yes, eons can be killed. I guess we're gonna go cut to Jing Yuan and Fu Xuan now. Or maybe even Yan Qing, who ran off and we don't know where the fuck they went. I guess they went to pursue Blade. If I had to guess. Concurrently at the other side of the Luofu.
Hey, Lord.
Oh, we're cutting back to Don Hung. I completely forgot about y'all.
Propagation. Keep going. It's interesting. So, neons can die, huh? Weird. I thought they were invincible.
There is no true invincibility or immortality in the world.
Such exaggerations are born of the perspectives of ordinary beings. Nonetheless, ordinary beings could not have orchestrated the fall of the propagation. That eon was slain at the hands of another eon.
That makes sense.
I don't understand. They're all eons. Why do they want to fight?
Are you really from the Xianzhou? Other eons aside, surely you must know the story of Lan and Yaoshe. Isn't destroying the Eon Yaoshe the Alliance's cherished aim?
Of course I know. Well, I know a little. My mom made me practice with swords all day. I didn't really go to school.
Oof, I thought you were an idiot, and now it explains why.
In that case, let's just change the subject. If you don't know about the feud between the Hunt and the Abundance, I'm afraid there's just too much to explain.
Fine. How's this for a subject? What's in the box?
Remains.
Oh, this one? It's a casket, more commonly known as a coffin. It's for containing the remains of the deceased.
Do you have to say it in that particular manner?
The deceased? Aren't you a merchant?
Yeah, there's merchants that deal in dead body parts.
Yes, indeed. This is just part of my job. I was asked to deliver this coffin to the Xianzhou. I'd quite forgotten. For long life species, death is probably a distant concept.
Nope. The Cloud Knights spend a lot of time on the battlefield. Death is a common occurrence. It's just, we don't put bodies in boxes. Coffins. In the Xianzhou, people go to the Hall of Karma in the Ten Lords Commission and consecrate the names and jade abacuses of the dead. That's our way of saying goodbye.
That sounds very weird. Long life supervise the authority of the Ten Lords Commission. So that's what the Ten Lords Commission is. I have Hanya, so I hear the name a lot, but...
The Foxians and the Vidyadhara have their own ceremonies. Foxian soldiers place their dead in star skiffs and then let them drift out into the stars. They call it the returning. As for the Vidyadhara, they're more mysterious. They say that when a Vidyadhara is very old or has a fatal injury, they turn into an egg that looks like a pearl. When the shell breaks, they come out looking young again.
That's what Bailu told us. They self-reincarnate.
My mom calls the Vidyadhara long scions. When I was young, she told me stories of how the Vidyadhara could turn into dragons. I don't know if that's true.
I don't know, we can ask Bailu. Oh, cool, Don Hung, you want to fucking throw your hat in the ring? It's true. Only special Vidyadhara can turn into dragons. It's just a legend.
What do you know? Silent but deadly speaks.
Your mother is right. The Vidyadhara are long scions. They are descendants of the Eon of Permanence.
Oh.
That was why some, but not all, could turn into dragons. The power was a rare inheritance, passed down only to those who could successfully complete numerous rites and challenges. For the inheritor, it was hard to say whether it was a blessing or a curse.
I've heard the story of Long the Permanence and their descendants. Many myths and legends praise the Eon for a rich and immortal life. But for some reason, the Eon disappeared among the stars without a trace. Almost as if they had never existed, leaving only their descendants.
Maybe they turned into them like a meiosis or something. Who the fuck knows?
Every life has its limit. Even the Eons are not truly immortal, and will eventually reach the end of their lives.
There's an Aeon in the box, isn't there? And if it's Gwyneth Paltrow's head, I'm gonna be very disappointed.
Let me ask you one more question. Do you know the person in the coffin?
Yes.
A friend?
No.
So, a sweetheart?
Miss, whatever gave you that impression? The individual in the coffin is neither friend nor relative. We met only once. By chance, I made someone a promise, and so I have to run this errand. Let's leave it at that, shall we? I think we've all had enough rest.
God, you're fucking sussy as hell. What is with merchants being sussy as hell in this game? First we got Sampo, now we got you. Can't wait for the next merchant we get to meet. Is it because Death is a merchant? I don't know. Alright, pass through the empty delve. Should be easy enough. Oh, we got a story. Cannot character. Cannot change character. Maybe I should just avoid fights, because this team does not seem optimized for this. At all.
Dodge this!
Allow me to...
That's right, you do imaginary. I kind of want to do fights, because it gives me a chance to try out these characters. I mean, I have a Shushong. Let me use my own Shushong and my own Dan Heng. Nice.
Too late to repent.
Ow.
Wanna see what I can do?
Man, that 33% chance it sucks. You want to definitely put effect rate up on her.
Pity. Receive divinity. Eternal sleep. The dead
Death Wish is the name of his ult.
Mara struck.
It looks like someone's hurt.
Wait. Let's think before we act.
Hey, that's the character that's getting added to the next banner. That's Hanya's sister, right? I don't remember her name.
Silent but deadly. Locha, let's charge in together. If we take them out quickly, we can rescue the girl.
What happened to us letting you handle it?
I've only got 2 hands. Please, I'll wangle you a prize for your bravery or something when it's all over.
Enough. Let's go.
Man, this is kind of neat. Dan Heng's just collecting a little party over here of side characters. Just focus one down, please.
Yeah. Take this, shape of Taishu. Rise, Venus.
So what's the story with the chicken? That's what I want to know.
Let me through, or I'll go through you. Dodge this.
Allow me.
Man, she's got a lot of buffs on her.
Step aside.
What's going on with that? Champion of Streetwise Boxing, Riposte, Windshear, Dawn Herald. answers of their own. Right, so let me hit the same target over and over again.
The time is now.
If she wasn't a physical character, I probably would build her just as a physical DPS, but I have so many physical units at this point, and Hanya does so much damage already that I don't really need to build a physical character. And if I needed one, I'd always switch MC back to physical.
Clemency? Never heard of it.
Wanna see what I can do? Yeah!
Hit him hard. Let's see if this one-shots.
Take this! Shape of Taishu! Rise Phoenix!
3,600. That's pretty good.
Miss, are you okay? What do you think? Sorry, I didn't see any blood, so I thought you were okay. You're a puppet. My motor is broken. I can't move.
That voice sounds familiar.
Are you a Cloud Knight? Good. Take me to the Realm Keeping Commission. Locha, silent but deadly. I'm afraid we have to delay things again. This lady is one of the judges of the Ten Lords Commission. As a Cloud Knight, I must prioritize her orders. I'm sorry. If I'd known, I wouldn't have got you to come with me. You'd probably be there by now if you'd gone by yourself.
I happen to have some medical knowledge. Perhaps I can treat the young lady's injuries?
She's a robot.
Well, it's just... she's a puppet. I think we should just take her to the Realm Keeping Commission.
Don't worry, Miss Sushang. Leave it to me.
You know how to fix cyborgs?
You might get an aching or numbing sensation, but it shouldn't be too painful. Do you think you can hold still?
It won't work. My body is mechanical, not flesh and blood.
Be it mechanical or organic, we're still dealing with composite substances. I just hope you'll tolerate my methods.
Curious.
She's gonna be a destruction unit from what I remember.
How... oh, what kind of medical knowledge is this?
Abundance.
Very good. We, no longer need to return to the Realm Keeping Commission. The mission continues. As a judge in the employ of the Ten Lords Commission, I am forbidden from interfering in the affairs of outsiders. However, seeing as you came to my aid, a word of advice. Leave as soon as possible. I came to address the root of our crisis by arresting a fugitive, a Stellaron hunter. This villain possesses exceptional swordsmanship and wields a divine weapon. They are extremely dangerous.
You say that, but I have yet to see them do anything. That being said, Kafka seemed dangerous enough.
If it hadn't been for a strange accident, my wingspan might have been cut short.
Strange accident?
You're just gonna walk off? Okay.
Come with me.
You're just gonna leave me hanging? What accident?
I've never seen anything like it.
Meanwhile, in the divination.
You know,
oh, I forgot about
even
this.
Eons can be killed.
So your plan is to kill an Aeon? Killing an Aeon? Humans don't have that power.
Are you kidding? That's not what we want. I just want to tell stories from the past. Stories about eons that have fallen. Lon the Permanence, Drilla the Beauty, Anna the Order, Tazeronth the Propagation, Akivili the Trailblaze. These names were once known all over the universe. Now they've all but disappeared, leaving behind only masterless paths.
Cool.
And currently, there are 3 ways an eon can perish known to humanity.
And other races. There's non-humans present.
1. Paths with overlapping concepts will eventually collide, and the broader path will engulf the narrower one. That's how Enna the Order was assimilated by Sheepe the Harmony. 2. In a war between eons, the stronger side will annihilate the weaker one. That's how Tazeronth the Propagation fell. Under the guidance of the Hunt, the Cienjo Alliance travels the universe exterminating abominations cultivated by the Abundance. So, the Cienjo too are engaged in this process.
Makes sense. Why does Yanshu want to kill the Abundance? How did Tazeroth die? What about Akivili?
I don't know. Akivili's disappearance was very mysterious. Noose is probably the only one that can answer that question. After all, Droid Head knows everything. What do you think? Fascinating stories, no?
Pretty much. Anytime you get, like, godlike entities involved, it gets really interesting.
They're the kind of stories that folks on the straight and narrow would never tell you.
What about the 3rd way? Why are you telling me this?
Hold on. Any minute now.
That's not good.
It's begun.
What's begun? That's the tree thingy, right?
Let's go, Blady. 2 more places to visit.
Did Kafka escape? How are we gonna explain this to the Master Diviner?
We're just gonna walk away like nothing happened.
If what she said is true, we won't have to explain anything.
Sure, I feel like that part of the conversation didn't happen, though.
Hey, did she brainwash you?
Now what? Alright. Hexinus, I don't care. Wood sprouts anew, fate tilts askew. How do I get over there? I'm lost. Uh-huh. So we go this way, not through the door. Go up here. And then down past it. Got it. Okay. Oh, hey, Tingyun.
Wasn't this the dead tree Qingque showed us earlier? How did it grow all of a sudden?
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Even the long-lived might not witness something like this in their lifetime. I'm so lucky.
Maybe someone applied some strong fertilizer. The ambrosial arbor is imbued with some kind of power.
Such extraordinary energy. It's the Stellaron.
Mr. Yang, do you mean the Stellaron is making the ambrosial arbor grow?
Yes, the Stellaron the Cloud Knights are searching for must be causing this anomaly.
I guess that's the easy answer. Makes sense to me. Oh, there's a puzzle over there. Really? How do I get over there? Let's just teleport over here. And go the long way around. Ooh, more treasure. I need to make sure that I open as many chests as I can, because I need those strail thingies in order to get the Eidolons for the... Fire MC. Enter the safe zone.
Unless Kafka deceived the Matrix of Prescience.
Stay calm, Diviner Fu. The Matrix of Prescience does not lie. The logic you have laid out concerning Kafka makes sense. It has helped me to fill in another piece of the puzzle.
Cool.
I agree there is a hostile external force at work on the Luofu. The Stellaron didn't appear out of thin air. Someone managed to sneak it onto the ship. As for the culprits behind the Luofu's internal strife, I believe we are dealing with the so-called Disciples of Sanctus Medicus. That shadowy organization of the denizens of abundance.
Which means Locha is prime suspect number 1, or Tingyun, because they were both people who were supposedly arriving here just shortly before all this stuff happened.
Kafka's revelations confirm my suspicions.
General, when did you have these suspicions?
The moment the planter of the Stellaron revealed himself. The Xianzhou has the blessing of the Rainbow Arbiter, and only another Eon's Emanator would be capable of sneaking onto this ship without my knowing. We are dealing with an external threat. The Stellaron corrosion continues to flood into the ship, and yet it bypassed both the seat of divine foresight and the shackling prison. There is forethought here. Our enemy must have had access to Luofu intelligence for things to unfold in this way. It is evident now. The Stellaron hunters aren't the ones behind the curtain. No. As soon as I set eyes on Blade, it was clear to me. But why is he here? And why did he draw the Astral Express? That piece of the puzzle still eludes me.
And unfortunately, we have the answer to that piece of the puzzle, and it's honestly not that interesting.
Nevertheless, Lady Fu, your intel means the puzzle is more complete than it was before. These Stellaron hunters are a captivating group. Such lengths to get the Xianzhou and the Express onto the same track. Who would have believed it?
A number of people.
General, we must retain all urgency. The Ambrosial Arbor.
It's the Stellaron. No need to search high and low. The traders have planted it in the Ambrosial Arbor's delve, thereby causing the tree to grow once again. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus couldn't hold off any longer.
Every crisis is a turning point. A problem is easier to resolve when you know where it lies.
So do we just gotta go down there and solve the problem? Is that it?
Am I coming up with a plan again?
Of course. I'm sure you have a countermeasure at the ready, Master Diviner.
From my perspective, convening the Cloud Knights is our immediate priority. We must head into the roots of the Ambrosial Arbor, expel the Stellaron spirits, and prevent the Arbor's resurrection.
Oh, that's right. We were supposed to expel Stellaron spirits as part of that whole divine thingy, but we didn't actually do that. We just turned the machine on.
As ever, the Master Diviner's Omniscia provides for the fastest solution. However, sometimes speed is not everything. I have known the Stellaron's location for a while now. So why have I held back our forces?
Because you have a goal?
General?
Well?
Because you want us to deal with it?
You're a scoundrel.
Pulling up the grass requires removing the roots. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus have chosen to make their move now. Which means the Cloud Knights have the situation under control, and the traitors have run out of patience. Now is the time to capture them all in one fell swoop.
You've been sitting on that this whole time? How will you justify the losses if something goes wrong, General?
I can't believe you knew what was going on the whole fucking time and then went through all this rigmarole just to confirm your suspicions.
Please, Lady Fu. I still have forces to deploy. We were in need of extra hands, and the Stellaron hunters were kind enough to bring us together with the Astral Express. How could I look the other way?
No need to thank me, is what it says there. Not... Okay, that's a funny read. Listen up, we got a situation. Let me guess, more errands?
The General's smiling again. Definitely errands.
It's my fault. I had higher expectations of the General. Please, we can't keep getting them to do everything for us. Since when did we run out of people on the Law Fu?
That is a good question.
Why are you staring at me? Do I need to remind you, General, that the Ambrosial Arbor's access point is a closely guarded secret? Allowing Outworlders would be...
Why is it a closely guarded secret? It's a dead tree.
A violation of the rules and regulations. I would like to remind you, Lady Fu, that the Xianzhou comes before its rules and regulations, all the more so in times of crisis. As such, I am about to make a decision that runs counter to those rules and regulations. Oh, decisions plural. What a rare pleasure.
I really like Jing Yuan. I hope nothing bad happens to him.
Lady Fu, I hereby issue you with the military tally. The Cloud Knights will be under your control.
I also love the back and forth we have between Jing Yuan and Fu Xuan.
Ambrosial Arbor through the Alchemy Commission delve.
Under... my control?
Excuse me? Lady Fu, issue the military tally. Cloud Knights will be under your control, in concert with the other forces. Oh, damn.
You've been eager to discover for yourself what it is to be a general, have you not?
You've never given me the opportunity, and now suddenly... Understood. As you wish.
This man has just got all the charisma. That's how you get somebody to do what you want. You appeal to what they want.
As for our astral friends, I hereby formally welcome you all to join our operation to seal the Stellaron.
Boy, I can't wait till we rub that in Madame Yukong's face.
Lady Fu will deploy the Cloud Knights, but I would like you to set off in advance. Take a shortcut through the Artisanship Commission and convene with Lady Fu further down the line.
Orders received, General. Errands received, General. Payment or we go on strike. Yikes.
This is no errand, honored guests. I am merely stating what needs to be done should you wish to help us.
You've never really seen us as outsiders, huh?
Miss Tingyun, I would like you to continue to serve as a guide for our astral friends.
Oh, of course, General. I am duty-bound.
Kind of wish we could see everyone here. I would like to be able to turn the camera around to see them.
The Alchemy Commission and Scale Gorge Waterscape delves are adjacent to the Ambrosial Arbor's seal. I'd like you to investigate these places.
Makes sense. What exactly is the Ambrosial Arbor?
It is an ancient artifact that was planted on the Xianzhou Lafu by Yaoshe, the Eon of Abundance. It has the power to shape life and subdue death at will.
Ah, so that's why the weird immortality curse is going on.
The ancestors of the Lafu people consumed the fruits of the Ambrosial Arbor and gained endless lifespans, thus becoming long-life species.
Ah, sounds like an amazing treasure.
Yes. It was also the bane of everything to come.
Aren't you happy about the Ambrosial Arbel's
As
recognition?
outsiders, you are unfamiliar with the history of the Cienjo. I cannot blame you for asking a question like this. Let me tell you a story.
Give me the lore. Give me the deets.
Long ago, before the Cienjo took to the skies, our ancestors lived on the surface of a planet. Like all of you, the Cienjo people at that time were a mortal species with a lifespan of fewer than 100 years. There was a time when the ruling emperor could not bear his temporary existence, or the thought of his life's achievements being lost to another after his death. He became fixated on acquiring an elixir of immortality, and focused his power on constructing a fleet of 9 ships. These ships would voyage into deep space, where traces of gods were rumored to exist.
Unfortunately, they found what they were looking for.
Did he succeed?
Yes. And no. He succeeded because, after an arduous journey, the 9 ships eventually witnessed the manifestation of a god. Yao She's appearance provided for all manner of unfathomable celestial blessings. However, he failed because the fleet has been lost ever since, and has never been able to return to its home planet.
Uh-huh.
That doesn't sound so bad. The Cienjo people went on a great adventure and got what they wanted in the end. Right?
Oh? Our ancestors once thought so too, but the miracle of longevity was nothing more than a vain dream. Take the Law Fu, for example. Immortality seems like a beautiful thing. But what followed was population expansion and diminishing resources. In the struggle for survival, the immortals lost their humanity and degenerated into mere beasts.
Makes sense. Immortality has upsides and downsides.
After paying the price with blood and tears, the Law Fu people finally understood that immortality was not a free blessing, but the beginning of a cruel ordeal.
What would I do with immortality? I'd probably just press on, maybe read every book, maybe write a few books.
In the eras that followed, other beings that had likewise received Yao She's blessings repeatedly attacked the Cienjo in an attempt to take the sacred artifact as their own. Countless atrocities were committed as a result.
Well, you got any input on this?
Many Cienjo comrades who were lucky enough to survive the wars became stricken with Mara, a condition that immortals are susceptible to. Had it not been for the enlightenment and protection of the Rainbow Arbiter, the Cienjo alliance you see today...
Oh, I just got it. Rainbow. That's a pun.
At this point in the story, I assume you understand the disasters that the resurrection of the Ambrosial Arbor might bring about?
Pretty much. You said there were traitors inside the Law Fu?
Thousands of years have passed since the Rainbow Arbiter felled the Ambrosial Arbor. Most in the Cienjo regard the Arbor as nothing more than the stump of a dead tree. Only those familiar with our history and the ancient texts know of its origin.
The ancient texts.
Our ancestors placed the stump in full view of the people precisely to make it seem unimportant. But in fact, they sealed it behind layers upon layers of delve enchantment. Even if one travels toward the Ambrosial Arbor, one will never reach it.
Where is it? Shouldn't it be in the background somewhere? I guess it's behind this building where I can't see.
Someone brought a Stellaron into the Cienjo and planted it among the roots of the Ambrosial Arbor. They wish to resurrect it and achieve their hidden goal through external aggression. In my opinion, the force that provided the Stellaron and the force that activated it have different objectives. I have asked Fu Shen to open a shortcut to the Divination Commission for you.
Okay, thank you. Alright, best girl, what do you got?
Ooh, that was scary. I was having a snack in the repository when the ambrosial arbor started to grow. The trunk suddenly shot right up into the sky. So, the legends were right all along. Such is life, full of surprises. That's why you gotta seize any opportunity to take a break. Who knows when trouble will come knocking at your door.
Never change, Ching-Chu. Given what you saw, you don't seem rattled at all.
You'll be fine. Even if the sky collapses, we have the Master Diviner with us to hold it up. Oh, and now we have the General here, too. What do subordinates like us have to panic about? Let the big shots worry about the big events. That's the secret to happiness.
I kin this character. Anywho. Didn't Master Diviner give you any work to do?
She did. She saw me on her way over. She told me to go to the repository and read up on anything related to the ambrosial arbor. A simple task like that is only 15 minutes work for me.
God, I love you. Anywho.
I heard people say even the General has to watch his manners when asking you for help. Pretty impressive. I don't have much to offer you. Here, take this book. It's the thought that counts.
Gotta get going.
I was gonna wait for the Master Diviner to get off work so I could show you around and teach Mr. Yang how to play Celestial Jade.
Your kindness is much appreciated, Miss Ching-Chu. As for Celestial Jade, we'll have to leave it for next time.
I know, you've got an important task ahead. Sorry to keep you. Priorities are priorities. Well then, get back safely.
Thanks for
Remember
keeping
to
it
come
real
find me
well.
in Exalting Sanctum.
Inquiry into the gods, an introduction. I guess we should check with everybody before we go. Oh no, Fu Xuan gives us the shortcut. So Ting-Yun.
I thought I might be relieved of my guiding duties once the Divination Commission affair was over. Who would have thought the General would take such a liking to you? I suppose I must accompany you further. Fate can be so unpredictable.
Through thick and thin, we're like two pears in a dangerous pod.
You have quite the sense of humor, benefactors.
You're still calling us
I've
that?
encountered more trouble with you than I have with the merchant fleet in 10 years. I just hope everything is smooth sailing from now on. Please look after me.
Yeah, sure. This could be your moment to shine for Skyfaring
I
Commission.
understand. The LeFou is in danger, and members of the Sixth Commission should stand united. You did save my life at Cloudford. Consider this my returning the favor.
You afraid of the danger, Miss Ting-Yun?
The General said there are traitors aboard the ship. But only someone from the Six Commissions could bring the Stellaron into the Xianzhou undetected, let alone plant it within the Ambrosial Arbor.
What do you mean? You mean the General?
I am saying nothing of the sort. Just raising a doubt, that's all. Please be careful, benefactors.
I like how it gave every option except for themselves, because I guess Yukong's the head of the Skyfaring Commission. Never mind. Nothing else. We should get going.
You want to leave straight away? Let me pack some things. I'll be right there.
Alright. Talk to Fu Xuan.
A step forward bridges no distance hence. The hexagram was right. The ambrosial arbor was felled thousands of years ago. Now it returns to life. The future of the Xianzhou is difficult to define.
I'm sorry, Kafka escaped.
I had long anticipated it.
Damn.
Huh? She's not angry? Is there anyone that isn't 2 steps ahead of us around here?
I feel ya, March. I feel ya.
Pursuing Kafka is a waste of time and effort. The Matrix of Prescience informed me of her innocence. Our priority is the ambrosial arbor.
Are you leading forces of the Alchemy Commission?
From the time the Stellaron corrosion began to spread until now, The only reports we've received on the Alchemy Commission have come from alchemists and doctors stationed in other delves. The Alchemy Commission is where the Xianzhou's medical research and production take place. However, due to its proximity to the Ambrosial Arbor's seal, I'm afraid the Stellaron spirits may have plunged it into a deeper crisis than we first feared. To make matters worse, the General suspects there are traitors in the Alchemy Commission. The self-proclaimed disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been plotting this for a long time. And now they're using the location to their advantage. I must take action as soon as possible.
Cool. Let's hurry then.
He really is a delegator at heart, isn't he? There isn't much distance between the artisanship and alchemy commissions. I'm afraid the former is likely also facing imminent catastrophe. The star skiff is ready. I will lead the way.
Oh, there we go. We'll probably sign off here in a minute because we're about to hit that 2-hour mark. Look at her run.
I still have important tasks from the General to attend to. Go carefully, all of you.
Wait! Master Diviner, can you divine our fortunes for us? Is there anything we need to watch out for?
Good question.
No need. My Omniscia has seen that your journey will be auspicious. Everything will proceed smoothly.
Are you sure? You don't need to use a crazy device or do more finger counting?
Well said. Thank you for your assurance, Master Diviner.
Onward.
Onward.
I kind of forget that Welt is here until he speaks up, because they're not bothering to put his character model on screen.
What's the delay? If you're worried about the road ahead, I've already told you. The hexagram indicates an auspicious result. Don't believe me? Fine. Fate is fickle. Better to believe in yourself than look to the sky.
But you're a diviner. Why would you say that? Anywho, I feel like this is probably a good stopping point, considering the fact that we're probably going to have to deal with nonsense in the future. I got that on the first try. Anywho. We'll pick this up at another time.
Just another walk in the park. I could use some of your luck.
We'll pick this up at another time. So if you want to know when I'm going to go live, best things to do, follow me on Twitch at Sheet Streams, or subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Until next time, I'll see you all in the next video, the next stream, or wherever it is I see you.
Not good for work or overtime.
The Discord is the best place to stay informed if you want to know what I'm going to be doing next, or just want to know what I've been up to. And you can find the links for that in my About page, as well as in the description of any video on my YouTube channel. Until then.